Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
Hello YouTube, it's Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about hold on, let me get two hands ready, 10 best apps for travelers. So if you are a traveler, want to start traveling, curious about travel, and you're trying to figure out where do I start, this is going to be a great video for you. So if you want to know more, keep watching. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, we appreciate you watching. Welcome back if you are a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. It is a free and easy way for you to support the channel and for you to be caught up with all the new things I come out with. If you like this video, like the video so I know to make more like it, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be first to know when I post a new video or when I go live. So we're talking about the top 10 apps for travelers. Now, don't get me wrong, there are thousands, if not millions, of apps that people who are traveling or want to travel or planning travel can use. So this is not by any means the end-all be-all list, but this is just a good place to start, or some apps to try out if you haven't before. Okay, so starting with number 10, Resort Pass. So Resort Pass is an app where you can purchase day passes to go to resorts and take advantage of the amenities that are on the property. So for example, a lot of downtown cities in the United States, the hotels might not necessarily have pools, but there are a few that do. So if you go on Resort Pass, you can buy a pass for the day, so that way you can go to the pools, be on the rooftop, enjoy the sun and the fun, and then, you know, for the rest of the day do like regular city sightseeing or whatever the case may be. So I personally used it, and I have a review on it, which I'll put the video in the description box below, when I went to Charlotte to go see Beyonce. So the day of the concert, in the morning, we went to we had brunch, and then we went for like rooftop and drinks, good times before the concert. So Resort Pass, it was wonderful. I think it was the Omni Hotel in Charlotte has the rooftop pool. Really good time. It was a whole bunch of Beyonce fans there. We had so much fun. I didn't even know half the people. I just went with me and my best friend, but it was such a good experience. So and the prices are really affordable. You could buy everything from just a pass to get in, to passes to get like unlimited drinks, to get food, or to get full cabanas or like sections for you and all your people. So definitely check out Resort Pass. Number 9, Wanderlog. Now I actually have never used this app, but I was researching, and then I found the app and I downloaded and was like playing around in it, and it is phenomenal. It is like an end-to-end research your trip, plan your trip, and then have everything you need for your trip in one app. And it has a special feature where you can like send invitations to the people who are on the group trip with you, so that way they have the full itinerary of the trip in their phone. And I was like, oh, this is such a cool app. So although I have not used it yet, I definitely wanted to include it because I was just like, this is phenomenal. Like, and this is the main thing that everybody has an issue with. You get to especially for international trips, you get to immigration and they're like, what's the address of the hotel? And they're like, the Marriott Resort, and then it's like nobody has the information of the things that they need, or they're going back in their email trying to find that one time 4 months ago when you sent out the hotel information. Like, everything being in the app is so smart, and I don't know why I never thought of that before, but Wanderlog is the name of that, so check that out. Number 8 is the airline apps. So I'm not going to list all of them out, but you know, like your Delta, JetBlue, United, American, whatever airline you're flying, get the app. There's so many times that I've been in the airport and my flight has been delayed, canceled, switch gates, and the app notification has gone out before the email did by a long period of time. So make sure you get the airline app. It'll tell you when you can start boarding. Some of them show you the boarding groups and stuff now. They have so much good information that is important that you get those apps on your phone. Another reason that you want to have the airline apps on your phone is so that way you can have your ticket. Yes, you want to have your printed ticket, but especially with layovers, sometimes the machine will print out all your tickets at once, and in the rush of things, you may put your ticket someplace else. You don't know where it is. And instead of trying to say, oh, let me go to the counter and get a reprinted ticket while the people at the counter are dealing with all the craziness and the drama, you can easily pull up your ticket on the app. Self-service, you don't need anyone else's help. Also, when things are going wrong, a lot of flights are being canceled, rescheduled, delayed, you can chat with people in the app, and they're oftentimes faster than the people at the counter. Sometimes the people at the counter will straight up tell you, call customer service, log into the app because I can't help you. And you want to make sure, instead of, oh, let me download the app, make an account, set it up for the first time, you do not want to be trying to do that in the airport. Meanwhile, everybody else is already getting the flight seats that you would be getting, and now you're delayed for real. So download the app, whatever you're flying. Even if you delete it at the end of your trip, before you leave your trip, download it, log in, do the 2-factor authentication, have everything set up, and after your trip you could delete it, but have it for that time. Okay. Number 7, Airbnb. Airbnb is sometimes when you travel, you might go to another location within your trip. It might be last minute. People would be like, oh, when I was in Costa Rica, something common, a lot of people went to Nicaragua, but they would only spend like a day or two and then come back to Costa Rica. So like if you just wanted to be like, okay, we're gonna pack a little day bag, we have the hotel here so we can leave most of our stuff here, but then we'll just go on a day trip, spend one night and come back the morning. Airbnb is going to be really great for you to find those properties. Also, you can do it with hotels, but if you are an Airbnb person, you're going to want the Airbnb on there. Also, when you're trying to book and research for your trip, Airbnb, baby. Yes, you could look on your laptop at home, but if you're like at work, on a break, or if you just want to like send people links and share stuff more easily, Airbnb app on your phone. 6, Hostel World. I definitely used to be that girl that I was backpacking and staying at hostels. Those days are gone though. Let me stop. I might bring it back one time for the one time. But Hostel World has great reviews. There are a lot of bigger, more glamorous hostels that rent by room and you can't barely tell that it's not a hotel. And then there's also those old school bunk beds. I meet with the people who are traveling the world kind of hostels, and you can make a lot of friends and have wonderful experiences there. So if you want to read reviews, find out prices, and just learn which hostels are the best in that area community, Hostel World app. Also, there's a lot of travel tips for different hostels. So they'll be like, stay at this hostel right before you leave for the airport because it's the closest and the cabs actually come here, versus the beach hostel where there's not that many cabs. It's going to be hard for you to travel, so leave a day early. And they'll like give you those kinds of tips in the reviews because the people who stay there travel so much and they just know the things and they'll tell you. So Hostel World, number 6. Number 5, Google Maps. Google Maps works internationally. It works all over the world. If you want to take the subway, train, tube, bus, Google Maps will tell you the bus number, which way to go, how to get there. It'll give you the price range of what it costs, and it'll also give you the name of the public transportation. So if it's like, oh, it's the Pink Bus line, you can look up Pink Bus Company and insert country name here, and then you know how to get tickets and pay for your like Metro card and different stuff like that. So Google Maps is very, very integral. And what's interesting is people in the United States will use Google Maps to go all over their local city, and then when they go on vacation to another country or another place, they'll be like, how do we get around? It's like, same way you get around at home. Turn on Google Maps, like put in the address, let's go. So and the only thing that might be a little challenging is it'll give you like bus numbers and information in your language, which the signs, if they're in another language, it won't be matching. But for the most part, you're gonna figure it out. Okay, a lot of it is numbers, and then that makes it easier. But Google Maps. So that is number 5. Number 4, YouTube. YouTube videos for reviews are so in-depth, and you get to see it. I feel like a lot of people who are visual learners, yes, you can read the written reviews, but when you see the actual room, when someone tells you the room is old but it's clean, so it was okay, that means different things for different people. If you see tattered furniture and chip paint, you might be like, that is not okay actually. And then there's other things where the room might be in tip-top shape, but the design style is just 90s. So it's like, it can mean two different things when someone writes something like that, and you can't tell unless you see it yourself and you can judge it based on your experience. And YouTube videos are so helpful with that. Like, you can literally look and be like, okay, this is the kids play area, this is amazing, this is the adult area only, not up to par. Like, you can see the different things and have a clear understanding of what it's like. So YouTube is so good. And whether it's a hotel, a resort, a cruise, an amusement park, there are so many great videos that just outline all the things and even what's important to you. So like, even if you're like, a vegan guide to Disney World in Orlando, and then they can show you all the places where like you can get food if you're vegan. Like, there's so many helpful niche travel videos that are invaluable, and they're all on YouTube. So definitely check them out. YouTube. Number 3, Rome to Rio. Rome to Rio is an app that you can use to calculate how to get to different places around the world. It is the app that I use to predict prices for flights, hotels, travel, and for time estimates, right? A lot of people will book you if you don't research it. You pay the flight, you book it, you think the flight is this many hours, I'll get to my hotel at this time, I could be in my bikini with a drink in my hand at 1 o'clock. And Rome to Rio shows you, no you can't, because that road from the airport to your hotel has a whole bunch of traffic and is a 1-lane road, and it's going to take you an hour to get there. And there's just no other app that has really shown you that granular the information. Also, it'll tell you, instead of taking that hour car ride, you could get in the ferry and it could 15 minutes drive you around to the port. That's a 1-block walk from your resort. So it gives you multiple ways how to travel there, the fastest way, the cheapest way, and then the most recommended way. And it tells you the different ways you can get there. So it's a play on words, Rome in Italy, Rio in Brazil. So from Rome to Rio. And it's the best way for researching, calculating which airport, which way, how to get to where you're staying, best way to travel. Especially if you're going into places in the Caribbean, there's so many different ferry companies going from island to island, place to place, and there's not one website that shows them all. But Rome to Rio is really good, that if you know the 2 locations you want to go to, it'll show you all the ferry companies that go that way. So Rome to Rio is very, very good. Number 2, Viator. If you want to do any kind of excursion, zip line, swimming with the dolphins, Viator is that girl. She has all the excursions and all the reviews about what happens in the excursions, and they are very accurate for a lot of the time. You'll get somewhere they're just like, oh, Josh was amazing, it's the best tour ever. But then some people will be like, they picked us up late, but the tour guide was really good and we got to see all these extra places, and the restaurant gave us a discount, and we got back early enough for our dinner reservation. The tour really worked with us. Like, people give those practical, real life example reviews. So I love that about Viator. Also, their customer service is pretty bomb. They know that a lot of Americans, when you get over there, you switch to WhatsApp instead of using your phone regular. They have a WhatsApp customer service, so that way if you need to add or buy another ticket or change your ticket or do any kind of changes, they'll correspond with you. You can also correspond with the people who are the operators of the excursion on WhatsApp very seamlessly, very easily. And I've just always had a great experience. Even some things that I bought and then I wanted to cancel and get my money back, Viator has been amazing. So I would definitely say Viator if you're going to book any excursions. And then number 1 travel app is Tripadvisor. Tripadvisor is just all encompassing. You can book the hotels, you can look up the places to go, you can read the reviews, and it has so much information. And there's a lot of places where you look up the hotel, they might not have a review on the internet, or the people will write 88 paragraphs, or like you're just confused. But with Tripadvisor, you're always going to be able to find those few reviews that are clear, concise, and explain what you want to know. Some of them even do it like bullet point style, where they'd be like food 3, because of these reasons, pool 5 because of these reasons, beach 2 because of these reasons, and people break it down, and it makes it so easy to evaluate and choose what lodging is going to be best. So like even whether you want to go hotel versus Airbnb, like all these hotels look bad, I might want to go to Airbnb. All the Airbnbs are booked, let me try and find a hotel. So Tripadvisor is one of the number one platforms in terms of researching for travel. It is such a great tool, and especially if you use it on your phone, you can save, bookmark all the things, like the different locations and the things to do, and that way when you get to the location, you can already know we want to go to this beach and this museum and this restaurant and this club, and have all of the information in terms of the pricing, what it's like, the experience, the reviews, all in the app ready for you, and easy to share if you have somebody else who wants to like see the reviews and stuff. So Tripadvisor, number one travel app. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If there are any other travel apps that you've used that were helpful, drop down in the comment section below and share them with the group so that way I can check them out and others can learn from them too. All right, so until next time, bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire